So tonight is October 30th. This is the night before the garage haunt Shake Manor opens. It is approximately 8:30. And as was said a few minutes ago, this is when we build the thing. Now I've done quite a bit of work previous, but you know, we gotta get the details in. We start with we'll call it the facade, the decoration in the front. We've got tombstones, we've got lighting, we've also got a fence system. There are more panels to be built for the fence. The tombstones are store-bought, very simple. The fence is made from PVC conduit, Schedule 40, skulls from Party City actually, and 1x2s. Very easy to build, very simple, very cheap, about 10 bucks for an 8-foot panel. So now let's move up to the haunt itself. Of course the vehicles won't be here, but this is the front of the house. It's only partially up. The entrance is up. There's still an exit to be built that will go up probably tomorrow as we sort of do the final preparations, but let's go on into the haunt here. This first room is the jungle room, and there's a couple of things that are going to happen in this room. Behind this curtain over here of cut up camouflage is a leaf blower. And of course someone will walk in, the actor behind here will hit that leaf blower, bada bing, bada boom, screams, good. If I have enough time, there will be an animatronic in this room that I'm building. It will actually be tentacles hanging from the ceiling, looking like vines, and when the puppeteer does its thing, and ideally they'll be right next to the thing, but when the puppeteer does its thing, they will articulate and move as the puppeteer wishes. So that's what's going to happen in this room. Now the second room is going to be the bone room or the skeleton room. We have the name we've come up with is kind of odd, Lord Shake. We don't like it very much. We might call him Ahmed, which is hilarious. But he's sort of the lord of the manor. Exactly. So he sits there. This whole thing is lit with a black light. There will be sort of a table set up with him eating. Outside of that, there's not going to be a whole lot going on in this room, like functionally, at least not that you notice. And I'm guessing by now you haven't seen what the scare is in the room, even though you can see it probably in the field of view from the camera at the moment, and it's right there. This is the primary scare in the room. This is a small air cannon. It'll be pressurized to about 80 psi. An operator on the back end will pull a ball valve, and it's quite loud. It's not pressurized at the moment, but that's going to be the main scare. So the group will come through this way, and of course as they're getting ready to go through this door, they're going to be at their closest point to that, and they will probably knock over walls once that thing goes off. At least that would be cool. So next room. This is the beginning of the we'll call it the tactile hallway. There's strobe lights on either end of this hallway, and it's designed so you have to weave out in and out a little bit. Once this room is complete, there will be all kinds of foam things hanging out of the wall that you have to push yourself through. There will be cobwebs, and there will also be black thread hanging from the ceiling so that it touches your face constantly as you walk through, and it feels like you're walking through a spider web. There will be one other scare on the other side of this half wall that's going to be made from black ripstop nylon, sort of like the wacky waving flailing arm guys. It will be filled with air until it inflates completely, and then it will drop. So someone on the other side of the wall will do that. So as you're turning this corner, that thing will come out at you and actually probably touch your belly-ish area or your arm or whatever. And the next room is an idea, a take on something I saw at Transworld, which is the big haunt convention a few years ago, and it's actually a hallway that's filled with big air bladders, and you have to press between the air bladders. Of course, that would be extremely difficult to make, was very expensive to buy, so what we've done is we've hung cheap Walmart air mattresses, and there's 2 hung already. There will actually be a 3rd hung to help press in, and there's the 3rd one right there, to help press in as you walk through, and that will help to provide that sort of close feeling that you get. And ideally, if we can find a way to make it happen, maybe an actor in the end of that hallway to divert people on either side of the center one, that will help even more. Maybe we'll go buy a 4th, I don't know. But the idea is that you're supposed to feel really claustrophobic. There will be no light in this hallway. And then finally you're into the ending of the haunt, and it doesn't look particularly exciting at the moment because it's still joined with the beginning of the haunt, but this is going to be the classic scare that we had in the beginning last year of 2 caskets. They're going to be better built this year. You will have a choice of which casket it is you want to exit from. So you will pick one and you will walk to it. Behind it, as opposed to last year, one of the caskets was actually the exit one, or the entrance into the haunt. One was not. Both will get you out this year. However, a monster will be behind one or the other, or potentially both. So there will be a small area on the back side of the caskets that allow you to exit. So either one will let you out. But we had a couple of neighborhood kids that went through twice, so this will allow us to be flexible. And so then the final thing they'll see is those caskets, and then back out into the driveway, where we will be set up with candy and hot cider and the various things that we like to do. So that's Shake Manor for 2009.